mama, there goes that man.
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Warriors. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, they've only lost one game out of the last 7. They've taken their focus to another level, and they have their sights set on another win here tonight. Warriors, Timberwolves, coming up on 2K Sports. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Stephen Curry.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation. And he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And it's MP in at the small forward spot. And for Minnesota, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
A shot by McDaniels, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Golden State moving it around. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Butler. MP's got 6.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
Bounce pass Conley. Three-pointer Randall. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And if you've been following them closely this year, you know they're winning games by double-digit margins.
And making it look easy, guys. And when this team gets a lead down the stretch, they protect it as well as anybody in the game. They have become comfortable in dealing with adversity.
You know, Jim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason. Talk about a fast start, 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. And the three ball is good. McDaniels got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He ended up with 44 points, and he was very efficient from the field. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie. Great stuff as always. Greg, we'll see if he can keep growing here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Gobert with the screen on Butler. Randall passes to Gobert. It's stolen by Green. An even 3-on-3 break. And let's catch up now with the terrific Shams Charania, who's got some news out of the Eastern Conference. Shams.
Hey, Kevin. With the time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the Chicago Bulls making the noise. They've made an aggressive move to bring in Mitchell Robinson. He can protect the rim and he can get out on shooters. He just has so much energy on that side of the floor. It changes what you can do defensively. And that by itself.
Completely new lineup for Minnesota. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Out of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. The guard pair will be Conley and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Inside, McDaniels. And the rejection by MP.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, Jimmy throwing it down. Wow, that was tough.
There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Outside Edwards. McDaniels gets a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Edwards, the bounce pass. Good chance here for McDaniels. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. McDaniels got 11 points. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Chalk up 2 there, and the Warriors lead by 16.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Here's McDaniels. Off target from outside.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Green, the screen. MP dishes to Green. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they thought of crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never choked. And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, first,
And that'll do it for halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Well, fans of NP or Cade Cunningham got to see them in different roles recently. The two NBA stars tried their hand at coaching, manning the bench for two youth teams to promote their new league. I talked to MP about it, and he told me I've always had an interest in coaching. This was a great way to get my feet wet and also help some incredibly talented kids along the way. Sounds like MP has his post-playing career all lined up, guys.
Sure does. Smart guy. Great stuff. Thanks so much. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. The backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. And it's MP in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
MP finds Podziemski. And MP throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. MP finishing off that lob.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's McDaniels, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. MP outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. MP's got 26. Now Conley, still scoreless. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Offensive rebound, out to Conley. Good on the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Here's MP. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's now 28 points for MP.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Curry finds MP. Curry looking it over. For 3, hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 10 points.
And that's the competitive fire Steph Curry plays with. You just knew he was going to have an answer there.
Edwards passes to Randall. Over in the corner, Edwards. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Warriors leading by 19. Curry passes to MP. Outside Butler. Clock at 4. Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's good. And that's now 30 points for MP.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
McDaniels outside. Poked away and stolen by MP. Pass to Curry. Outside Butler. To the inside. Podziemski on the wing. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. He's got 12.
Well, the purest jump shot this game has ever seen. Curry's touch, his release, just picture perfect.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Free throw good, Edwards. Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point, so that's the lineup for Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. Butler. Conley there for the rebound. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. Shoots the 3. That does not go.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Now Curry. Curry buries the 3 shot. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand, you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's Podziemski. Green with a screen for Curry. Takes the 3, knocks down the 3.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Curry outside. Green with a screen on McDaniel. Here's Butler. Let's lose a 3. Not that time. It won't go. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did.
You make it. So synthesize, gather, crunchy outside, tender inside.